So it's been reported that there's a very good chance that Canelo is thinking about signing with the PBC. Now, I feel like it's a very good chance that he will sign with the PBC, because the fact is Canelo is in a certain contract where he's got a lot of free agency. So if a certain promotion offers him a lot of money for a one-time fight, he's more than likely going to take it. Now the PBC, what I've been hearing is that they've offered him the biggest guarantee in his entire career. So the biggest guarantee that Canelo's have had so far in his career, and this is not including pay-per-view, by the way, and back-end payments. I think he got offered like 35 million against Billy Joe Saunders, or I think someone offered him 35 million for one of his fights, and he obviously never took the fight. He obviously took the fight, and that was the biggest guarantee that he had. So in my opinion, the only offer that I could think of with a guarantee that's that high is that PBC have offered him 40 million. 40 million they've offered him, or maybe they've offered him 36 or 37 million, but I think it's probably closer to 40 million for Canelo to seriously consider going to the PBC. Now what does this mean? I think it's likely that the Caleb Plant fight will happen if this offer was actually given to him. If the offer was given to him, then it's likely that he was going to get that particular fight. So that's probably the fight that we're going to see next. A fight between the likes of Caleb Plant and obviously Canelo for the undisputed fight. And if Canelo was able to win that particular fight and he's about to get a guarantee of that extent, there could be a chance that he does more fights with the PBC. So yeah, what's your opinion on this? What do you think is going to happen next? You think the fight between them two could happen? I think it's a fight between Caleb Plant and Canelo on PBC would be great for the sport. Obviously, it would be great to see an undisputed Mexican champion. I can't think of the last time that's actually happened. When has there last been an undisputed Mexican champion? I can't actually think of it. So yeah, in my opinion, if and when the fight happens, it'd be very interesting to see what actually happens. I'm interested to see how much Caleb Plant gets for this particular fight. I heard that he wanted a £10 million guarantee, and I don't think that's unrealistic for him to get, because of the fact that if you look at Billy Joe Saunders got a guarantee of about 8-9 million. So for Caleb Plant to ask for 10 million, obviously he's never amassed that type of money in the past, and he's never got into a position to get that type of money in the past. Like if you look, the most he's probably been paid for a title shot is probably about 500k, maybe 1 million or 2 million here and there. For him to ask 10 million, obviously he's going up there against Canelo, who is like the pound for pound king at this point in time and probably gets the biggest purses in boxing. But for him to ask for 10 million, I don't think it's that unrealistic for him to ask for that type of money. So yeah, that's my opinion. I think a fight between Caleb Plant and Canelo could happen if he does decide to sign to PBC. What does that actually mean for Canelo's career? What it means for Canelo's career is that the only way that he's going to decide to sign with certain promotions is if they offer him the most amount of money. Otherwise, his loyalty is completely to the money. Whoever offers him the biggest guarantee is likely to get Canelo on their platform. And that's the only way you're going to attract Canelo onto your platform, is to offer him the most amount of money. He's become almost like a mercenary for hire. He doesn't really care about the politics of the sport. Whoever pays him the most money is going to get Canelo on their platform. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that particular approach. I know a lot of boxing fans like to talk about loyalty, and promoters like to talk about loyalty, but to be fair with you, a boxer's prime is a very short-lived thing. That time period where you're about to make the most amount of money in your career is very short-lived. So for Canelo to go with a promotion that's going to offer him the most amount of money, it's probably the most intelligent business decision for him to make in terms of his career. Now, in terms of the PBC, obviously it's widely acknowledged that the PBC have been in debt for a long time. This could be a good movement in the right direction for them to get out of debt. Obviously they've been in that position for a very long time. So getting Canelo onto your platform, which is guaranteed 1-2 million pay-per-view buys, not 2 million but about 1 million pay-per-view buys for Caleb Plant fight, if they could pay him well and they can keep him happy, that he's potentially going to do more fights with the PBC, and that could get them out of debt. So Haymon probably made the right decision to try to outbid his competitors like DAZN and other promotional entities to try to get Canelo onto his platform, because if he can get Canelo onto his platform, he's probably looking at the money that he needs to get himself out of debt. And obviously he does have a power play in Caleb Plant. Like, Caleb Plant's IBF title is something that Canelo clearly wants, so he's got something that Canelo wants, and he's willing to pay to get Canelo onto his promotional platform to get himself out of debt. So this could be a win-win situation for all the parties involved. Canelo's going to get paid a lot of money, PBC can get themselves out of debt, Caleb Plant is going to make 10 million guaranteed. I mean what's not to like here? The only people that could possibly have a problem with this is PBC's competitors, which is like DAZN and such, but they already know that Canelo's in it for the money, so I don't see why they've got a reason to complain. They were willing to overpay to get Canelo onto their platform, so if another promotional entity is able to outbid them to get Canelo onto their own platform, then who are they to complain? So yeah, that's my opinion. Tell me your opinion. Do you think he's going to move over to the PBC? Do you think the fight is going to happen between him and Caleb Plant? Like and subscribe to the channel. I've got a lot more content coming your way. Peace out.